It is time now. As we know, it's week 3. San Francisco's 3-0. You got 8 other teams trying to get to a 3-0. I'm going to go through this real quick, okay? All right, here we go. Music, maestro.
Music.
Just making that up. There might not be any music. All right, Willie, I start with you. The Atlanta Falcons are 2-0. They play the 1-1 Detroit Lions in Detroit. Does Atlanta join San Francisco at 3-0?
No, the Lions are bitter that they lost to the Seattle Seahawks in dramatic fashion. I got this offense really coming alive for the Detroit Lions.
All right, next game, Greg Jennings. The New Orleans Saints are 2-0. They're on the road against your Green Bay Packers off a tough loss last week. They are 1-1. Does New Orleans join San Francisco at 3-0?
No, they do not. Derek Carr hasn't played well offensively, and this is Jordan Love's first game in Lambeau as a starter. It's going to be pumping in Lambeau, baby.
All right, let me go to you, Jacobs. I know you're feeling on this game, so I'll give it to you easy. Miami Dolphins 2-0 at home. Haven't seen them play at home yet.
You're
Greg
really
Jennings.
a Dolphins fan.
Against the Denver Broncos. Denver is 0-2.
Just move on.
Miami's going to 3-0. All right, back to you, Willie.
Yep.
The Washington Commanders, a surprise 2-0 team out of the gate, going up against the Buffalo Bills. They're 1-1. The game is in Washington. Can you figure out a way for Washington to go 3-0?
Yes, I got Washington winning this, man. Listen, at the end of the day, the Commanders' defense is legit, especially that Chase Young is back. I think he'll do a phenomenal job. I think Sam Howells is coming in. He's starting to be a darling right before our eyes. I got the Commanders winning a scrappy win.
We're going to circle that one the first time Willie's been wrong today. All right, Greg Jennings, the Baltimore Ravens.
We shall see.
Have not played their best football just yet, very similar to the Eagles. They are 2-0, going up against the Indianapolis Colts. We're not sure. I assume Gardner Minshew's quarterbacking since Richardson had the concussion. Does Baltimore go to 3-0?
They do. Look, Lamar Jackson is finding his stride. This offense as a collective are finding their stride under this Tom Munkin-led offense. You got another guy that's legitimizing himself in Zay Flowers. This offense is going to be good.
All right, Dallas Cowboys 2-0. No Diggs, of course, out for the year. They're playing at Arizona. I'm just giving you a layup.
The easy ones, of course.
All right, Dallas goes to 2-0. And then the last team, it's a battle of unbeatens. The Philadelphia Eagles Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can Baker Mayfield pull off the upset and you have Tampa go to 3-0? Or is it Philly sitting there pretty with San Francisco?
Philly sitting pretty all day. There's no way he's moving to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, so there you go. Only 5 undefeated teams after week 3. Jacoby's got first in football for you now, and other games you got to pay attention to this Sunday.
First in football, we start with this curious quote from Nathaniel Hackett, the OC of the Jets, after watching Micah Parsons dominate his team. He said, quote, "We even underestimated his speed on the quick game. It's one of those things. We looked at the tape, we corrected it, and we saw how we could help ourselves out with that." Craig.
Yeah.
Does it make Nathaniel Hackett look bad when he says we underestimated Micah Parsons' speed?
Fire Nathaniel Hackett.
I love it.
And here's why. It's one thing to say we underestimated his speed. That's a colossal failure in coaching. It is. I'm sorry. And preparation for a game. But do you remember the very first play of the game for the New York Jets? What Micah Parsons did on a quick little stunt up the middle, and he killed Zach Wilson. If you didn't know it before the game, you knew it after the first play of the game. Why didn't you adjust?
They didn't only adjust. It seems like there was a lot of mental errors across the board. When you talk about Micah Parsons being like the head of that defense, man, one thing he does well is get off the football. And another thing he does is he's great at the point of attack. What's troubling about Nathaniel Hackett saying that is, like, at the end of the day, do you watch film? Right? Are you watching film? So to make that comment public, it was just like jarring.
It's almost like you appreciate the honesty, but the honesty is going to get you fired. Because the fact that you could come out and say what we've been talking about Micah the entire offseason. You saw him in week 1 against the New York Giants. And if you fail to understand the greatness of the best defensive player in football, shame on you.
Yeah, this just confirms and justifies everything that we heard when he was head coaching the Denver Broncos and why he was fired. Like, you can't say, I don't care about you even, the fact that you watch film. We saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
I was texting with Zach during the game, our producer, and he's like,
"You're texting Zach Wilson during the game?"
It looked like
he's like, "Is it me or does this Dallas defense look really fast?"
It's the white jerseys. The white jerseys.
If we can identify that from our television screen, he's standing on the sideline. You see it in front of you. He's fast, man.
It's a problem, and that's why I appreciate him saying we figured it out. We're going to be much better. But I'm sorry, I've been a Hackett guy. I'm totally supportive of Hackett. But when you come out and basically say, I'm incompetent, I didn't realize he was that good, and I did nothing to change the outcome. I'm sorry, you lost me.
It's his main attribute. It's like, oh, Dolly Parton, wow, she's well endowed. You know what I mean? It's what he does.
Me, sir.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons has the fastest get off in the NFL.
What happened?
It's fastest in the NFL. How do you not know that going into the game?
It's the one person you circle in your game plan that you say, we got to stop this guy.
Well, here's the only thing. I don't know if you make this positive or not, but, Nathaniel Hackett's been on the wrong end of some ass kickings before. So this ain't new. So maybe he doesn't get all too upset about it, and he figures it out against a lesser defensive opponent in the New England Patriots. But when he said that, I damn near spit out the coffee. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.